Hey, everybody. So, I want to ask you a question. Who are you when you aren't busy making sure that everyone else is okay? If you had to pause right now and strip away the I'm sorries, the just checking ins, and the constant editing of your own personality, what would be left? Would anything be left? I'm Mee Kyles. I'm a mother of five, a student of human behavior, and a woman who has lived through the high cost of remaining silent. I created this show because I realized that saying it like you mean it is not about volume. It's about accuracy. It's about precision. This is the pilot episode of Silly Me. Say it like you mean it. Let's get to it. I had a coworker tell me recently, Me, I love how you give people hard truths. You say things that leave people stunned, but you do it with a smile. They're offended, but they're speechless because you aren't being disrespectful or rude. You're just telling the truth. She joked and said, You don't turn into Bomquesha, and they don't know what to do with that. We both laughed, but she really hit on a massive psychological truth that I hadn't even noticed within my interactions with people. But when people push you, they're often baiting you. They want you to get loud, they want you to get aggressive. Why? Because if you get angry, then they can stop listening to your truth and start complaining about your tone. They want you to be the villain in the story so that they don't have to be the student and learn from what you're saying to them. But when you stand in your power, keep your peace, and speak with a smile, you completely short circuit their brain because you refuse to play the role they've written for you. Clarity is a calm power, and nothing is more intimidating to a manipulator than a person who is both polite and immovable. But for many of us, especially the empaths and the people pleasers, standing our ground feels like an attack. So we do the one thing that drains our power faster than anything else. We over explain. We repackage the same truth in three different flavors, hoping that one of them will be the one that the person can take without feeling like they're going to vomit and finally get it. So we can feel safe. But let me be clear again, over explaining is not clarity, it's conditioning. It sounds like, I didn't mean it like that. What I meant was, or I hope that didn't come off wrong. And when you speak from fear, you'll always feel like you owe a second draft of what you just said. If you grew up where honesty was punished, or you've been gaslit in past relationships, over explaining becomes your default and your mask, a cushion, a way to keep a peace that you are actually paying for with your dignity, with your integrity. So, how do we stop? Well, we practice two things today. Number one is the clean clothes. say your piece. Then mentally shut the door. Let your words breathe. If they want clarity, they will ask. If they don't understand, they will tell you. If they want control, they'll twist. Let them twist. But I want you to recognize silence is not the enemy. Tool number 2, the word swap. Stop saying, does that make sense? As if you're the one who's confusing. People will purposely misunderstand you. Instead, say, that's where I stand. Or simply, let me know if you have any questions. But you don't owe people sugar-coated versions of the truth. Sugarcoating is for children. It's not for adults. And honestly, in the world we live in now, you can't even sugarcoat things for children. For the adults, though, they haven't earned that level of access if they haven't earned your clarity. I remember spending so much time explaining things that people hadn't even asked me about. I was exhausting my own energy and mental bandwidth on something that hadn't even made these people think twice. They did not care. And at least not enough to confront me about it. I began to recognize I wasn't explaining for them. I was explaining because somewhere in my past, silence got punished. Today, we choose differently. This is the affirmation for the week. I don't explain my boundaries. I don't soften my truths. I say what I mean what I say, and that's enough. That's more than enough. I want you to practice something for me this week. When someone asks you for something you don't want to do, say, no, I can't make that work. And then stop talking. Don't explain. Don't soften it. Just let the truth sit there. Watch how the weight gets lifted from your shoulders. And I'm almost positive you're already carrying enough. I'm Mee Kyles. Watch your words, stand your ground, and say it like you mean it.